Hi everyone, my name is Filippo and I come from Italy, from a city in the south called Napoli. I grew up going around the sea, fishing and sailing, and I developed an amazing passion for the ocean and also for our beautiful natural world that we have around. But at the same time, I also have a huge passion for computer science, and so I joined a computing degree at Imperial. During this degree, I had the opportunity to join these two passions and develop computer science to protect nature. I really enjoyed the practical and impact focused structure that Imperial College has because it allowed me to focus on making the technologies that I was learning impactful in the real world. One project that was really helpful in this context is the final year project. That's the project that we do in our last year before graduating. It's a 9 months project and you can choose the area and the supervisor of it. You also have the opportunity to self-propose it. And it's an amazing opportunity to just pick an area that you're passionate about and spend 9 months developing a solution for it. It can be academic, it can be entrepreneurial, or it can also be conservation focused, like my case. As you can imagine, I have a huge passion for the ocean, especially for sharks. And there is a big problem. Sharks are all around the world, but their population is declining dramatically. They are overfished, they suffer from bycatch, and so many of them are fished because of their fins. We need to protect them. In 10 years, we risk losing more than 90 species. But the problem is that it is so difficult to know how many sharks are in our oceans. And so it is very difficult for governments to enforce conservation laws and protect them from overfishing. During Imperial, we did a course to understand how to develop technological solutions that are really useful. And I remember that in this course, our professors taught us that before developing any pieces of software, you need to understand your user and you need to understand the problem that they're facing. So I use the same approach for shark conservation. The problem is that governments have such a hard time understanding how many sharks there are to then know what conservation measures to enforce for their protection. And think about it. The ocean is so big. How can we possibly know what's going up there without being able to see inside it? So imagine you are a government in Mexico and you're trying to protect the shark population there. The first thing that you need to do is knowing how many sharks are there and which ones are the sharks whose population is declining drastically. The way that they do it right now is they go on boats and they go all around the coast here and in their pelagic zones, which is in the middle of the ocean, and they drop cameras to monitor what swims around them for a couple of hours. The problem is that they need to do this in so many different places that for just 1 to 2 weeks of studies, you get more than 1,000 hours of videos that need to be analyzed. And the manual analysis takes so much time that governments delay up to 5 years to then understand what's the population status and protect it. So once I understood this problem, I thought, can my computing degree at Imperial help solve these issues? And I realized that yes, I could solve these issues by using software engineering and machine learning. So for my final year project, I developed SharkTrack, which is a machine learning algorithm that automatizes the analysis of these videos and then provides a software for users to review the output and get ecological metrics, which are then used by government entities to protect sharks. So for my final year project, I decided to use machine learning to monitor shark population and thus protect them. I developed SharkTrack. SharkTrack is an AI-enhanced algorithm that automizes the analysis of those thousands of hours of footage that every ecologist needs to analyze manually to protect sharks. As you can see in this video, SharkTrack detects sharks and tracks them as they move across the frame. This then allows it to output one screenshot for every detected shark. Then it will ask an expert annotator to review the output and then add the species classification. So for example, great white shark or hammerhead shark. This information will then be ingested again by another AI algorithm that joins the previous predictions and the expert annotations to then predict ecological measures that are then used by the government bodies to protect sharks. So we had the algorithm ready, and we tested it in videos from the Red Sea and from the Seychelles and also from the Caribbean, and we achieved amazing performance. But that was not enough. During the computing degree at Imperial, we were told of the importance of deploying your software in the real world to stress test it and also to ensure it is easy for end users. So with the support of Imperial, I traveled from London all the way to Mexico to spend 3 months on the western side, specifically in La Paz, which is in the Baja California. This place is a mind-blowing place of biodiversity. You have whales migrating all the way on the western side, and then you have orcas and giant mobulas in the eastern side. It's an amazing place. But I spent 3 months there collaborating with various NGOs, organizations, to train more than 30 biologists to use my model and also get their feedback and improve it to make it more usable for the end users. This was crucial because at the initial stage, nobody could use it. And then we got to a point where it was very easy to use. And by doing this approach, we managed to process more than 1,000 hours of footage. And we also managed to deploy it in 8 more locations worldwide, such as the Hawaii, the eastern side of the Atlantic. During the deployment period in Mexico, I also had the amazing opportunity to be invited on a shark expedition to explore an archipelago in the middle of the Pacific that is the biggest marine protected area of North America, and it has one of the highest densities of sharks of the world. We went there with a team of 30 experts in shark conservation, and it was the first time ever that we ran machine learning algorithm in real time to analyze the population there. With the algorithm that I developed, we were able to discover an unprecedented shark abundance in that archipelago. And we used that information to ask the government to enhance the protection of that place. So you can see how this computing degree and this project helped me protect more what I love. This expedition was the best experience of my life. I had the amazing opportunity to dive with sharks, to dive with mantas and amazing tunas. It was really incredible. And I met amazing people who are dedicating their life to protecting our beautiful world. After coming back, I realized how big of an impact you can have in the world by using computing skills. And I realized that this applies to so many more areas beyond nature protection. I am so grateful for this experience. And I am so grateful for having studied at Imperial College because this university gave me the opportunity and inspiration to have a real impact into the world with my computing skills. And I think that's for 3 reasons. So the first reason is that computer science is such a practical discipline that you can apply in so many different areas and have a huge impact in it. And this is amazing because it gives you the opportunity to choose what you're really passionate about, being sharks, music, or anything else, and positively impact it. Secondly, Imperial is so practical and impact focused that supports projects, however unconventional, purely on the potential of extraordinary research and impact. And thirdly, Imperial is such an amazing platform to have an impact into the world because I had the opportunity to tap into the knowledge of world-leading researchers in computer science and in interdisciplinary sciences, and tap into the resources and connections of Imperial College that allow research to be deployed in the real world and have a real impact there. So for this reason, I'm incredibly grateful to have chosen to come to Imperial to study my computing degree, because for me, this experience led me to understand that I can join my passion of computer science and nature protection. And I decided after this amazing experience to dedicate my life to it. So I'm really thankful to Imperial College, the Biomedia Lab, where I did my PhD, but also Pelagius Cajunha, an organization that hosted me in Mexico, and Ocean Blue Tree, for supporting my project, to the Alan Turing Institute for supporting my travel to Mexico. And I'm really excited to see how many more people will start protecting nature with computer science. If you're interested in protecting sharks and any other animal, please reach out. We are creating a community of computer scientists and hackers that are interested in hacking nature to protect it, and we would love to have you join us. Thank you so much.